lost. He knew he was a number, but he didn't know his exact location on the number line. When he was very young, somebody had told him that he was 3.1. He had looked at the number line, but that still didn't feel like home. 3 was close by and called out.
Pi must not be a real number because he doesn't have a place on the number line.
This made Pi feel worse. Sometimes 3 was mean to him. 3 pushed his advantage further.
I have a home. Look, it is 3. In fact, I'm a very special number. I am prime.
4 was on the other side of Pi, said to 3. You are odd. All you prime numbers are odd. 2, overhearing this, spoke up and said, I am prime too, but I'm not odd like 3. 9 heard 4 and said, It's okay to be odd. I'm odd and I'm a square. 4 answered, I'm a square too, but I'm certainly not odd. This wasn't helping Pi. He asked, Does anyone know where my place on the number line is? 9 spoke up. I hear it is 3.14159. 9 could be a real know-it-all sometimes. Pi went to that spot on the number line, and it felt good, but he could tell that it still wasn't exactly his home. 3 taunted Pi again.
Ha ha, I told you so. You aren't the real number. You don't even have a place on the number line.
At least I'm not odd. Pi wasn't certain of this, but he was ready to claim it. 3 and 9 shouted in unison, It's okay to be odd. All the odd numbers up and down the number line spoke up. An infinite number of voices chimed in at once. Yeah! Odd numbers rock! It still wasn't helping Pi. He asked again, Could somebody please tell me where my place on the number line is? This time 0 spoke up. Maybe I can help. My job is to make numbers' lives easier. The definition of pi is the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter. It looks like this. Circumference divided by diameter equals pi. Let's draw a circle around me with a diameter of 1/2. Please make a circle around me. 1/2 was happy to be brought into the discussion. Some ignored him because he was just a fraction. He walked around 0, careful to maintain his exact distance of 1/2 from 0 all the time. He proudly looked at the perfect circle he had made. 0 said, See? Now we have a circle with a diameter of 1, because the distance from 1/2 on the positive side of the number line to 1/2 on the negative side equals 1. Now, how many times can 1 lie down around the circle? 1 wanted to see where this was going, so he carefully lay down around the circle. He found that he fit 3 times with some space left over. 0 said, Okay, we have 3. Now let's see how many times 1/10 can fit in the space left over. 1/10 checked the space and saw that he could fit only once with some space left. 0 said, Now we have 3.1. Now let's find how many times 1/100th can fit into the space left by 1/10. 1/100th checked and saw that he fit 4 times with some space left over. And now we have 3.14. Pi said, This is great, but how long until we have my exact address on the number line? 0 answered, Well, we can do this forever. and never get your exact address. We will just keep getting closer. Pi was disappointed. He still didn't know where his place on the number line was. Zero continued, "But I can show you your exact place without putting a number address on it. Look at our circle. It has a diameter of 1. And we are dividing the circumference by the diameter to get your exact number. Since the diameter of this number is 1, we are dividing by 1. Pi didn't understand what Zero was getting at. Zero explained further. "Don't you see? If we divide a number by 1, you get the number you started with. Since we divided by 1 to get pi, then the number that we divided must also be pi. The circumference of the circle is equal to pi because the diameter is 1. It looks like this. Diameter equals 1 and circumference divided by diameter equals pi. Therefore, circumference divided by 1 equals pi. Therefore, circumference equals pi. Since the circumference of this particular circle equals pi, just straighten it out into a line, lay it on the number line, and you have your exact location." Pi straightened out the circle and found his exact spot on the number line. It was the absolute perfect location. He didn't care if he knew what the address was. Pi had found his home.